Hi everyone. We hope you're doing really well and keeping well. So today we're starting a video series that we're calling Green Linings. We thought that with everything that's happening around the world and with all the bad news that we're hearing every day, it might be nice to share some environmental good news with you every week. Everyone knows that ever since the pandemic started and ever since we've been in lockdowns, the environment has definitely been healing in certain ways. So we by no means want to make light of the situation or say that this is what the earth needed in order to heal, because I think that's very unfair to all the people who are really suffering because of this. But at the same time, we thought, why not take a moment to just celebrate and smile at the little good things that are happening as a result of this, without us even realizing. So today is our first episode, and we also want to tell you a little disclaimer. So everything that we're sharing are facts and tidbits of news that we've curated from around the web and from multiple reliable sources. But at the same time, like, if you're interested, we'd really suggest you do further reading, and we don't take responsibility for the accuracy of all of these statements, but we did try to do our best. So let's start. So the first one is the air quality, particularly in New Delhi, our capital city. Everyone knows how bad it's been over there over the course of last year, and the air quality index that Delhi has seen in the last few weeks has significantly improved, and in April they saw numbers as low as even 46, and I think it averaged at about 82. Which falls under the satisfactory category. Now you compare that to November 2019, when the situation was so bad there. They saw numbers like even as high as 492, which falls under the severe category. So I think that's quite literally a breath of fresh air for Delhi. So talking about China, the emissions have fallen 25% since the beginning of the year, when people were asked to stay indoors and factories were shut, and the coal use fell by 40% at China's top 6 power plants since the last quarter of 2019, and I think that's going to have a significant impact on lowering our carbon emissions overall for this year. So in the UK, politicians and experts have suggested urgent action to make more space for walking and cycling during the lockdown, and because they're sort of worried about a nightmare rise in traffic once all of this is over, and many cities around the world seem to be taking action to reallocate road space away from motor vehicles and give more space for more sustainable means of traveling, and that's great news for an overall decrease in emissions and also for the health of the residents. Now we're not sure when something like that would be viable in India, but it's great to see the first steps being taken worldwide. So we've all seen the pictures. Ever since humans have been stuck indoors, there have been numerous animals worldwide walking on the streets and having quite a jolly time. And what's interesting is that this has given a chance to scientists to study biodiversity in urban spaces. So there have been like goats roaming the streets of Wales, there have been deer in East London suburbs, and there have even been sightings of mammals like moles, stoats and weasels, which are typically considered more on the shy side, but they've been coming out. And I'm sure you've all been hearing the birds chirping everywhere. So we're not sure whether it's because of the lesser traffic that more birds are chirping, or we're just able to hear them better because of the lack of the noise pollution. But either way, the great news is that we're not the only ones hearing them better. The fellow birds are also hearing them better, and that's giving them a chance to find mates, and increasing their chances of breeding, which is great. Now, in relation to the previous point we mentioned, the number of critically endangered orange-bellied parrots are soaring from low 20s to over 100 now, and that's just beautiful. In 2017, there were there were 3 adult females, but this year they're expecting to see a lot more migrating from Tasmania to fly north for the winter. So those were our 5 little pieces of information for today. We'll be back next week with more like this. Let us know what you think. We'd love to know your thoughts. And yeah, I think everybody's been worried though about whether we will be able to sustain these reduced emissions or not. And once all of this is over, and I think that is left to be seen. The only thing we can do is we can hope right now for governments and people in power to take these issues more seriously and understand the need for urgent action worldwide. I think that's really important at a time like this. But anyway, stay safe, stay home, and I don't know, just keep the hopes up. We'll keep bringing you little bits of information which hopefully brighten your day. Bye.